We give honor to our Facebook viewers, to those who are on a conference call. We thank God for our pastor and our first lady in their absence. We thank God for another opportunity to come together and study his word. Amen. And rightly dividing the word of truth. Last week, we were studying Exodus chapter 21 with Sister Jones, who did a phenomenal job in breaking down the scriptures. Amen. So tonight we're going to go to Exodus, the 22nd chapter. And this chapter is talking about, it is the Mosaic law given to the Israelites after their freedom from Egypt. So we're going to be talking about laws and regulations concerning social justice, property rights, and moral conduct. Amen. I pass out the little book, have to or not. All right, so let's begin with Exodus 22. Somebody talk to me. We're going to be talking about the laws and the law in stealing. So we look at Exodus chapter 22, verses 1 through 4. Can I have somebody to read that for me?
If a man should steal an ox, or a sheep,
Yes.
kill it, or sell it, he shall restore 5 oxen for an ox, and 4 sheep for a sheep. If his teeth be found breaking up, and be smitten that he die,
Yes.
there shall no blood be shed for him. If the sun be risen upon him, there shall be blood shed for him, for he shall make full restitution. If he have nothing, then he shall be sold for his debt. If the thief be certainly found in his hand alive, whether it be ox or ass or sheep, he shall restore double.
All right, thank you, sister. I really appreciate that. All right, we're in the book of Exodus, chapter 22. Let's talk about that. What do you think this verses 1 through 4 is talking about? I did an outline, so we know it's talking about the law in stealing. But what do you think is going on here?
It's a deterrence to prevent people from stealing.
Okay.
And if they do steal, they have consequences.
Okay. And what are those consequences? What does it tell?
Pay back 5 oxen for 1 ox, 4 sheep for 1 sheep. It's like, it's 4 or 5 times as much as they stole. So it really, like, I do better if I just don't steal. Leave it alone.
Yes. Deacon, you were saying something? Yes, so actually, if we look at the law was put in place for what? Order. Because we know God is a God of order. And he's not the author of any confusion. So he put these laws in place to help the human race. So he let us know that we don't have to steal, because it's also in the 10 Commandments, thou shalt not steal. So when he put them in there, there's a purpose for everything he does, or everything he has written. So if you look at it, as Sister John was saying, in so many words, he put it there so you don't steal. Because if I steal 1 ox, I got to give you 5. You get what I'm saying? So I'm really hurting myself. So I might as well just keep my hands off of your stuff. The Bible even tells us not to covet someone else's things. So when we actually look at it, as Sister John was saying, that it's better than just not to steal anything. Anybody have something want to add on to it?
No, I was just thinking about, it said you have to make full restitution. And this, even today, when you even if you do something, I'm trying to think, like, give you an example, you have to pay restitution. You have to pay for instance, crime or whatever. You still have to pay restitution.
Yes. Because the Bible said, whatsoever man soweth, he shall reap. So you got to pay for what you have done, especially if you broke the law. I mean, sometimes, the judge have mercy on you. He probably hit you with a light thing or whatnot, put you on house arrest where you should have went to jail or whatnot. But at the same time, you still paying for what the crime that you have done. So the better off is just don't do it. Amen. And I was looking at it, it says slaughter or sell. There is a heavier fine for this. It shows intent to steal. That's showing that, as the writer had said when I was reading, it said, you intentional. You already made your mind up to do it. It isn't just something just happened automatically, but you intentionally did it. You get what I'm saying? That's a different when you are taking something, you're like, well, I did not know that was stealing. I was taught by Superintendent Ryder, we had a meeting here, and he was like, you know how you take stuff from your mom's house, you're stealing. And I had to ask him, I said, how's I'm stealing? That's my mom. And he was told me, he said, did you ask for it? And I said, no. He said, then you're stealing. And I stopped because I did not know that that was stealing during that time. Because I'm like, that's my mom, so I'm just taking what I see, you know. But when I found out that that was stealing, it goes back to show you, I was unaware that it, but when I came into the knowledge of it, I stopped. You see what I'm saying? So if you deliberately set your mind to take something or apply it and said, this is what I'm going to do, it was a heavier penalty for that because you did it on purpose, which is a different. You get what I'm saying? All right, anybody else? Verses 5 through 8. Sister Yolanda, if you don't mind, would you be my read on tonight? And if you look at your sheet, we're going to follow this sheet so we can you all can see exactly where we're coming from.
If a man shall cause a field or vineyard to be eaten, and shall put in his beast, and shall feed in another man's field, of the best of his own field, and of the best of his own vineyard, shall he make restitution. If fire break out and catch in thorns, so that the stacks of corn, or the standing corn, or the field be consumed therewith, he that killeth the fire shall surely make restitution. If a man shall deliver unto his neighbor money or stuff to keep, and it be stolen out of the man's house, if the thief be found, let him pay double. If the thief be not found, then the master of the house shall be brought unto judges to see whether he have put his hand unto his neighbor's goods.
Talk to me. Talk to me. The law of responsibility and ownership and borrowing. Talk to me.
Well, it's really self-explanatory.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like right now I got an apostle that's doing havoc to my backyard, going all up under my, trying to go up under my music bill.
Mm-hmm.
That's self-destruction of my home. If that was somebody else's animal, and they were doing that, they should be held out. Because you're supposed to take care of your animal.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this is just trying to establish a way of peacefulness. It's
Yes.
like, and to make you more conscious of
Where? Mm-hmm.
your responsibility as a homeowner, as a farmer. You have to make sure that you don't do damage to other people's property. And if you do, then you have repercussions that you must encounter.
Yes, and you know, it's so amazing because if we look at the time now, and someone, like you said, someone animal come and destroy my house, they are responsible for it. But I shouldn't have to take you to court to get justice because it was your animal. You get what I'm saying? You should want to do the right thing. You did not put your animal in safety where he would not damage my property. But since he did it, why do I have to take you to court? I shouldn't have to do that to get justice for your animal destroying my property. That doesn't make sense. Why can't we settle that? But I like the way how God put it in his word. You know, how he put man in position to listen to the case and make a right decision. You get what I'm saying? But then, you know, also when I look at it today's time, what do? We use our cell phone to do what? To take pictures of the damage. Because when you go there, they're gonna ask, do you have any pictures? And unfortunately, people don't hold to their word. Their word is no good. So now we have to take pictures and make sure we have proof to verify what we're saying in order to win the case. Anyone else have something to say on it?
No, but if you could, Sister Jones will, expound a little bit on, verse 7 and 8. Where it says, man, you know, take something to his neighbors and like money or something like that. And it's be taken or stolen while it's at that neighbor's house.
Say that again.
If,
I see
huh?
I hear what you're saying.
If, say for instance, Sister Betty brings something to my house,
Mhm.
and it gets, whatever, and it gets stolen. The verse says, if the thief be found, whoever stole it from my house,
Mhm.